A2000 EST. OCOEE. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I want my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' rock forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, see the kingdom, why you simping, for real? Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision that you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull her to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different. Same book, but the page different. The page different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turning signal on, so they see me coming. They still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and then you hear that click. Click, 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 click. It's a hit. Hey, way it hit them like, whoa, man. Hey, make them do the uh-oh, man. Hey, how you just came up with
welcome
whoa,
in.
Man.
Welcome in.
This is not a slow
Can you guys hear me?
dance.
Can you guys hear me?
Not a slow dance.
Testing, testing. All right, perfect. How y'all doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Let's do our thing here.
Hey, set the bar high, heat a cold, so I scanned it. Hey,
recording in progress.
How we doing? How we doing?
Thank you, Lord. I feel like a praying mantis. Enemy just trying to see me sink Titanic.
All right, can we get the hat trick here today? Can we get the hat trick? Another day, another attempt.
Only two things that I need is peace.
All right, let me get organized over here.
I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above.
How you guys doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Thursday. Give me like 1 minute so I can get all organized over here, and then we'll rock and roll. Hey. How you guys doing though? Talk to me, talk to me. Give me one word. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Let's do this.
I keep my top down.
Perfect.
Live on my head cause I can't wear the crown too low. Never gon' bow down. Everybody out there running games, so they pass on me. Treat them like a bow. When I came up, they were whooping, but was still on a leash. People gon' talk down. They gon' low, cause I still serve the most high. No, I won't stop now.
Okay, I think we're good.
No, that's for H-Town. Roll with a woman, try not to get caught, but I'm fly. Still put the top down.
Yeah, we good. All right, let's do this. Music. Perfect. All right, 30 seconds and we shall begin. Be right back.
All of my fears can't hold me back. Let go of those who did me wrong. All of my fears won't hold me back. What don't kill me made me strong. Victory lap. We on attack. Ain't looking back. Rushing outside like I'm sleeping in a bando. Bible on me, I've been feeling like Rambo. Devil trying to hide, he ain't wearing no camo. Killing myself, God took it out the plan though. Still on fire for the Lord, where the fan go? Heard them talking stupid, to cut it just like a Van Gogh. I'm sitting glad, let me cut the thing real low. I been looking up high when I feel low. And we still outside with the kinfolk. I was scraping both sides to the rim, bro. I was walking through church with the trench coat, sending my 10% through Venmo. Lord said he'd be back, hit a memo. That's a cross.
All right, perfect. Let's do this. Let's lock in here. Let's lock in. Welcome in, George VDM in the house. Yo, yo. How we doing? Eric P. Michael here. What's good, boys? What's good? Only bands in the house. Mr. Dip. I'm Mr. Pip. You're Mr. Dip. Let's get a trade here and Pip and Dip. Hey, what do you say? Lights, fire in the house. Let's get it. Let's get it. Ain't looking back. All right, I think we're good. What up, FX Lore? Yo, yo. What's goody? What's goody? How you guys feeling? How you guys feeling? Good to see y'all. Welcome in to another New York session. What up, Awareness? What up, Rob Trades? Yo, yo. What's up, Trevor? Vishal in the house. OGH is here. K Vila. What up, K Vila? YOLO Trader in the house, making his presence known early. Inspire your soul. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. Stephen B in the house. Song name, that's going to be Victory Lap. Victory Lap by, I don't even know. I forget who. What up, James? What's good? Volume Hunter FX. How you feeling? What up, FNAM? We got some news coming out here. What up, Hero of the Day? This day is going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. Probably the best day of our life here. Yeah. What a good one we have in front of us here today. So yeah, man, we hit big in Asian, hit a big trade in Asian. We hit a big trade in London. I think the clubhouse is still currently in long positions on gold, and I am here, yeah, with y'all now. So let's see. I'm gonna invite the clubhouse in. I don't know if they're done with their pre-New York session yet, but let's invite them in here, and they'll come in as they finish off that other session there. So let me just boom. All right, perfect. Okay, cool. Let me get my chat. Oh, damn. I didn't expect to see all y'all so fast. Hey, how you doing? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? I did not expect to see you guys that quick. Hello, everyone. Hello. All right, let's get into it. Let me clear my throat. Check the song at Music Channel on Discord. All right, I definitely will. Remind me again in a few minutes. Stevie Mac in the house. What up, bands? Count it up. What's up, Ariel? Yo. All right, let's do this, man. Session's all done. All right, let's get it popping here. So today is the 24th of April. It's another day, another opportunity for us to be patient and disciplined and strive to be an 8-figure trader, strive to be a profitable trader, respect ourselves, respect our trading plan, and handle business here today. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to see if we can hit the three-peat. As I said, we took a big winner in London, a big winner in Asian. We'll see if we get a big winner out of this session here today. We'll throw hats in the chat, and then we'll, get up out of here, all right? Cool. Let's pray first, and then we'll begin here. All right, Father in heaven, Lord, we just thank you, or I thank you, Lord, for this opportunity to gather together, Lord. I pray that you would just impact and inspire and deepen the relationship with your people here today, Lord. I pray that you would speak through me, and whatever questions they ask, Lord, I pray that you would give them the answer, Lord. I pray that you would take over from this point, guide us here in this session, be with us, and we just give you all the glory. I pray you bless your people coming in and out of this live stream today, and we just thank you here. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Let's go ahead and begin. Again, today is the 24th of April, and it is a blessed day ahead, man. For real. So let's go and do hold on, let me share music with Clubhouse. Bam. Okay, perfect. All right, so we do have news coming in here today. We have unemployment claims at 8:30 here, so I'll be sitting waiting on that. We also do have some orange folders in the mix as well with this core durable goods and all that, which shouldn't be anything too crazy. You got natural gas storage coming in a little bit later, and that's about it. Yeah, that's about it here today. So we haven't had much red folder news this week. But we do have it today, and yeah, that's it. Nothing tomorrow. So should be a pretty clean end of the week. So let's go ahead and dive into some technicals. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis here, and let's see what we can bring out of gold and the NASDAQ here today. Does he trade on YouTube? Yeah. Yeah, we're live. We're live right now, brother. We're live right here, right now. It is time. It is time. All right, let's go ahead and do a fresh analysis here because we got some things to talk about on gold, and we'll start on gold here. This is going to be the daily time frame, and what we're talking about here is this closure, right? So we have one closure which created resistance. We have a second bearish closure, which is honestly extremely rare at this point. And what is the chance that we're going to get a third bearish closure here on gold, right? They don't come along too much lately. Last time we seen 3 was here, right here, right here. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm extremely bullish on gold. I think we got what we needed from this pullback here off resistance, and now we may begin to pull up here. This daily time frame could flip bearish and drive down today, but something tells me that we're probably not going to do that. But I am still open. I am open for sells as long as this previous daily candle is bearish here. But let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame so we can get a little bit of a deeper dive in and see what we got going on here. So 4-hour time frame, it looks like we have a support that has been formed here. So we have a support that's been formed on gold, 4-hour time frame. If we drag that line a little bit further back, we can see that we're coming right into that support level. So you see how last time we kind of moved up here, tapped into here, and then pushed out. So now we're kind of moving up here again, tapping back down. Can we begin to push excuse me, back out, or will we actually break the lows and continue moving downtown here? Music's too loud. Hold on one sec. My bad, I should have lowered that. Music. Oh wow, yeah, way too loud. All right, sorry guys, can you guys hear me all right? This should be much better. Thank you, bro. My bad. Sorry about that. All right, so let's go here back to the 4-hour chart now, right? So we did create a support on the 4-hour. So I am pretty bearish, right? Again, I don't have the greatest hopes in the move down here today, right? Just because we've been extremely bullish. So I think if we can get a lower wick, which we already got, excuse me, re-break these highs, then there's a high chance we can move up here on the 4-hour and potentially even come up and, fill this range here. So I am pretty bullish during the session. As long as we stay, above that 4-hour low there, I think everything looks pretty good to continue moving on up here. So let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour has officially gave us a support. Now my only issue here is you got a lot of rejection. So this right here, all this rejection has got to be some sort of resistance, right, on the lower time frame. So let's see if we can identify that resistance at all. There it is. 30-minute has resistance sitting right here. You have support sitting right here, and that's basically your range. A lot of just trash candles in this range, not looking that hot at all to me. Let's see if we can get above there, and above that range is super clean up until like 33.72-ish here. So we did close bearish on the 30, so that's not the best sign. We are starting to struggle here. So what I'm thinking is if we are going to remain bullish on the 4-hour, there's a high chance that we plant support here and begin to move back up now. So that's pretty much what I'm going to look for. If we do get, I don't really like this doji here. So if we get a stronger bullish candle, let me make it green here, or blue, or whatever. So if we get this candle to close like strong, right, but not above the zone, and then the next candle closes bearish, I may be open to taking the sells at that point. Otherwise, from this point, I'm pretty bullish until we actually kind of break these lows and, close below there. The other thing too is the sells aren't even the hottest, right, between here and there. They're a lot better below here. So these are going to be riskier sells anyway, especially with the 4-hour still being bullish. There's a high chance that this is where a fake out can go down. So something like this, right, where you kind of do this fake out for price to continue moving bullish based off of the 4-hour chart there. So we got to wait. I'm going to wait for 8:30 news. Once that pops off, we'll be able to have a lot better direction here. But just to keep things simple, as of right now, I have 30-minute time frame. I've got resistance here. I've got support sitting here, and that's where I will be waiting until the news comes out. So that's it. That's it for now. Again, you know, sells are even cleaner below all this, but we got a lot of range. You know, there's a lot of pips in between there, 100 pips in between there. Even the range itself today is 130 pips. So we got a clean move to the upside as well. I think that's almost 200 pips. Yeah, 211 pips there. So we got range. We got range today. Let's wait for this news to come out. Ideally, the setup I'm currently looking for is this 30 closure back above, and then blast off time. Something like that. That'll be my confirmation candle. And then this guy right here will be my trading candle in the attempt to fill that wick up there. And that's it. That's it. Cool. All right. So that's Goldie for me. Buys are pretty clean above 33.53 here. Boom. And then sells are decent below 33.40. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna wait for news. Maybe you know, maybe like 8:40, 8:45. We could maybe find a move if we get out of the range. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. What up, Clubhouse? AB Mike, Magnus in the house. Yo yo. Let's move over to NQ here real quick. We'll do a fresh analysis on the NASDAQ and let's see where we're at here. So we did close bullish. So we closed bullish on yesterday's daily candle here on NQ. Therefore, I am pretty bullish today. If we break the highs, we should go ahead and fill that wick and then potentially retest that resistance up there. So that looks pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and see if the 4-hour supports that idea as well. Yeah, this is perfect. So these last few 4-hour candles have established. So if the daily close like this, these 1, 2, 3 candles represent the wick down. That fresh bullish candle represents the move back up here, right? So if we could start to break the high now, right here, that'll be, I think, this high here. If we can get some sort of a bullish closure on the 4-hour, I think this daily candle is getting ready to rip here. So let's see what the 1-hour looks like. Yeah, 1 hour is looking pretty decent. 30-minute has a resistance here as well. So yeah, let's wait for the news and then see where we can go. Let's take a look at the 15. Yeah. Previous 15 closed it out a wick. We just filled that wick right there, so let's just wait. Let's just hang tight for a few minutes. Update the record t-shirts. How you doing? What up, Ayush? Good morning, bro. Mr. George VDM. How you guys doing? Looking good though, looking good. Looking good for buys. Is we're very, very strong 1-hour support here. So now just news is in our way here. Just a little bit, and we also have, you know, all this rejection in our way. So we really want to see a closure, I think. Really want to see a closure. Because if we don't close, look how many times we've come up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? This is gonna be our 5th attempt, and none of them have pushed up. So what we're looking for now is a nice closure above that we could say, okay, we're ready to go now. How many minutes or hours do you trade after the news? 15 minutes. Yeah, about 15. I like to let the news settle in just a little bit. Thing about the news is like you get like wick saw candles is what they call them. So like you'll get a candle that opens up and just goes crazy, just goes like this. So I like to stay away. Once that candle prints and closes, let's say it closes like that, now I know, okay, we'll most likely move up, buy stops in the break of the high, bada bing, bada boom, call it a day. We had the cleanest, fastest Asian session of the Clubhouse history last night. I started the Asian session at 8:04. We had a buy stop at 8:05. We got activated at 8:09, and we were literally signing off of the live stream by 8:30 max. I think it was like 8:20 or something. Fastest live stream ever, 75 pips, and we were out. We was out to there. What up, Ryan? Good morning, bro. Good morning. Play the music, Nick? I'll play it. A little bit later. Maybe on the outro. Update the wins and losses? Don't worry about the wins and the losses. Yeah, just focus on your own wins and losses and you be alright. Mine, I think mine are good, actually. I don't think I have to update anything. Wins and losses. It's whatever. What's up, Clubhouse? How we feeling? Big Magnus in the house. Walking to America.
Bro, I'm coming.
How are you, brother? How are you?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Sir.
You ever
Feeling
seen the
good
movie
after
Coming
living?
to America?
No.
Oh, you're gonna have to watch that before you make the trip.
Okay, I watched it before.
Please. It's a mandatory watch before you come to America. Right? We made AB Mike watch
Okay,
that
sure,
before he
sure.
came to California that one time. McDowell's. Who's ever seen Coming to America? Would you guys recommend that for Magnus on his trip up? there it is.
Everyone probably
There it
says.
is.
Is that one? Or that's like a comedy movie?
Yeah, you're like a Denmark and like prince, aren't you? Anyway.
Yeah. I'm a
There
princer.
you go. We don't just take anyone from Denmark. You know what I mean? They got to be
No.
at least the prince. Let me get Magnus up here so you guys don't think I'm talking to God
Another-
himself from the heavens above here. Hold on. Spotlight. All right, perfect. All right, let me know when Johnny Gems has arrived, and we'll bring him on up.
Nick, YouTube chat got a question there. Please explain the London trade. I took it too, but waited for the candle to close. But why did you wait?
Inverted celery. So, took advantage of the inverted celery there. Where was that trade? Let me pop it up here real
15
quick.
minutes.
One moment.
15.
Yeah, 15.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the picture up. Yeah, London was amazing. London was amazing. We had such a good read on that. We were able to see how it would work out in both scenarios, right? The 4-hour really kind of gave us the idea of where to go, but then the lower time frames really began to show their direction here. So if you notice here, we had price obviously moving up, right? So we had price moving on up. We come down, we create this bearish closure. We close back above this range. It was a 30-minute range here, right? Now, just as that was happening, this 30-minute candle, you have a bearish closure, right? So you're going to have a lot of people start selling. So a lot of people start selling here. We have no top wick on that candle. We break the lows. Once you break the lows, you now know that the sellers are involved in this, right? And if the sellers are involved, then where are their stop losses? Somewhere up here, right? So what happened is the 1-hour candle had no bottom wick on it. So this is the 1-hour candle here, I believe. With no, see that candle with no wick? So we had no wick on the 1-hour candle. There was also something going on with the 30-minute, right? 30-minute was 30-minute pack runner. So
Yeah,
basically what we said was if the 30 can grab the pack, then we are led to believe that the price will move up. So the 30-minute candle looked like this, right? And then the next one came down, grabbed the pack, basically created a low for that previous candle, and then ends up kind of coming up like that. Now you see how the way so what I was saying is if the 15-minute candle can close above the range here, and we can close like inverted celery type of deal, then that's where I'm 100% going to be open to the buys, right? So you have that rejection. The whole point of that rejection as well was for the 1-hour to create a lower wick, because the 1-hour candle also looked just like this. Let me show you guys. Like this. So 1-hour had moved up like that, but had no wick at the bottom. Little wick like that. So the 1-hour had no wick. So as this 1-hour was coming down, and Magnus explained this really well in the London session, but it looks something like this, right? So once that low breaks, that 1 hour candle flips, all the sellers are getting involved. They're like, damn, 1 hour is rejecting, it's gonna break the lows. 30 minutes rejecting, gonna break the lows. 15-minute close bearish, let's get in on the break of the lows, right? So again, waiting for those sellers to get in is a massive indicator for price to move up here. So as that happens, the 1 hour now comes down, it creates a bottom wick, right? But still has a lot of time remaining on it. And now by the time we enter this trade, the 1 hour candle looks something like that, 30-minute candle looks something like that, 15 looks like this, and the rest is history. Beautiful trade. Entry was on the break of the highs here. Break even was like somewhere around here, and then, you know, I just took my full TP right there. Yeah, it was a good trade. Good trade.
Yeah, lovely. We had sells before that too.
Yeah.
So we had like a 15 breakout down there, but we saw like 45 pips, I think, or stops were like 60. So didn't really take anything off there, but went break even on that one and got that. So
yeah.
But what a way to take advantage of both sells and buys and like switching our bias mid-session. That's kind of a hard skill, but it's very, very great.
Yeah, that was dirty. Yeah, that was dirty. Yeah, we had a perfect read on that.
It was really dirty.
And then what else did we do? We did well, I don't have my screenshot here of Asian session last night was wild. So basically last night in Asian we took where was Asian? 1 hour 15-minute. Where was Asian last night? Oh, right here. Yeah, so basically an Asian session last night, this is what I was telling you guys, we had like the quickest session ever. Like I got on and I had my ranges marked up, and where is it? Is it this one here? Hold on, where's Asian? Why am I missing this? Oh, right here. Yeah. So we got in over here. So we basically had this range marked off, right? So resistance here, support here. We had that range marked off. We had all this clean range coming in on the left-hand side, as you guys can see right here. All that clean range. So as this candle broke above, closed above, we just waited for a lower wick here, which we got right here. Perfect lower wick. And then on the break of the highs there is where we took the buys. And this thing just traveled up. 15-minute close very nicely. And then the next one just moved on up. And I basically closed my whole position right here. Perfect move. Took like 20 minutes to play out. But it was like, that was our whole session last night. Literally got in. I had my charts marked up before everyone came into the session. That candle closed at 8 by, let's see on the 5-minute time frame. It was like by like 8:09 we were in, and then look at this, we just started taking off. So 5, 10, 15 minutes and we were out basically. It was a great trade. Great trade. So 75 in London, and no, 75 in Asian. I forgot what I got in London. Can't remember, but I think I got like 50. Yeah. Asian has been amazing because of everything going on with China and Trump and doing all that stuff. It's been one heck of a session, man.
Bro, you've been hitting like 4-5 sessions in a row. I'm like, what is going on here?
Bro, we're hitting in Asian like it's London, bro. It's wild.
Bro, I'm shocked. Yeah, Asian took all London's trades.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so we've probably taken I don't know. Probably a trade in every Asian session for like the last like week and a half.
Yeah. Crazy. And what's that, like 80-90% win rate?
Yeah, I think we lost one.
Yeah, so
I think we lost one of them. Yeah, I think we lost like out of the last like 7 trades in Asian, I think we lost one of them. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. If we put it to 10, we should lose 2 of them or 3 of them.
Yep.
Don't make me pull up the Asian. Don't make them do it.
Bro, I can't. If after so many wins, I gotta pull up after a loss because then
you got to.
Then I got the probabilities in my favor. I just can't do it after like 4 or 5 wins.
Let us heat up for a month and then come in and hopefully we're still hot.
Sir.
But like one thing I learned a lot this year, and not learned a lot, but picked up on and noticed a lot is, you know, I trade every session. So like DJ Khaled said, you know, some people work 9 to 5, some people work night shift. I work all shifts, he said. He said, I work all shifts. So I work all shifts, you know what I mean? And I've been able to see the volume shifting around this year, man. It's been so cool, like, to see, like, you get a slow Asian and a big London, and then all of a sudden you get a slow London and a big Asian, and New York's a dud for the first 2 months, right? And then New York gets popping. And so I've been able to kind of watch this volume shift around here from session to session, and it's been pretty cool.
Seasons, yeah.
Seasons of volume, yep. So this is good. If we can pop here, close above, that'd be good buys coming
Lovely. It's both. It's both good buys and good buys.
Yeah. Goodbye. Goodbye. Glory to the Father. See you later.
Goodbye, Gold.
I represent the hustlers.
Hustles.
The hustlers. TK didn't even get to have his coffee last night, man. Felt bad.
Last night.
He said, yo, I went to go get my... Yeah, this guy drinks coffee morning, evening, afternoon. All day, every day. He's the coffee guy. But he said he went to get his coffee. He came back and we were like hitting TP.
I mean, yeah, if I was like Nick and never slept, then I mean, it would be pretty good, but... Damn.
Yeah, I had to start a little early yesterday because I just happened to mark up my charts a little while before the Asian sesh. I'm like, oh, I think we're setting up here. I think we're setting up here too on gold. If you can close above, I mean, this looks
super
like a good trade here.
We got 4 hour highs too. Look at all that range.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep, 4 hour highs sitting right here. And it's not like we're too far up on the 4 hour, you know, like we just broke the wick. So if we come back up and re-break it, being that we didn't push on the first break, which we should have, if we break again and close above, we should push.
Oh, Johnny Gems is here too.
Hey, big shout out to Johnny Gems for an amazing trade management in pre-NY. W.
Johnny Gems.
W, Jean. Jean? We're dropping him off in France. He's going to come back as Jean. Jean Van Don. What up, Johnny Gems?
Yo, what's good, boys?
How's it going?
What's poppin', G's? Feeling good?
Feeling great. Fantastic.
Let's go.
How you feeling?
Feeling amazing. Blessed and highly favored. Grateful to be here.
W. Grateful to have you, pal.
Yes, sir. What's good, chat? How we feeling? Good to see y'all.
Yeah, what's up, John? Maybe we get discussion now.
Good. Yeah, buys above resistance looks solid now. I still want that range. That range still looks juicy.
That looks mad good.
If we want it, we shall get it.
Yup.
Yeah, the range is clean. Clean. Can someone explain the FTMO challenge to me? I forget. I mean, everything's on their website. I think you need like 10% to pass with like 10% drawdown. I can't really remember. If you go to ftmo.com though, it'll explain everything for you. How many bullets do I have per day? Let me check. One in the chamber and... No, I'm just messing with you. Like 2 or 3. I got a full clip. Plus 1 in the chamber, so... We got plenty of bullets today. Oh, wait, hold on. We're on YouTube here today. Whoops. That was just a water gun. It was a BB. It was a BB gun. The extended clip. Hold on. Yeah. Yo, that one gun that you showed me the other day, bro. Holy smokes, that's crazy. This guy pulled out a silencer, bro. This guy said, yeah, you like this thing? Check it out. He starts pulling it out, just continues pulling it out, continues pulling it out, continues. Like it was like a wand. I'm like, oh my God, bro. What are you doing with that thing, dude?
That's funny.
Got a Warzone loadout.
Bro, it was like he was in a war zone. I'm like, you in a war? I was like, are you in a... Are you in your hometown or are you in war zone, bro? What's going on here? And it was only a water gun too, so it was pretty cool. No guns on YouTube. This is a gun channel. This is a YouTube gun channel.
Gun channel. We should have a gun channel this week.
We should. We should. You guys want to shoot guns when you guys come up for the meetup?
I'm down. Give me
We
a
definitely have
50
to.
cal sniper.
We definitely gotta do that with Magnus.
Bro, yeah. Let's do
This
it.
time I'm
Let
hiring
me,
someone to pack the bullets.
Wait, why?
You'll see. You'll see. Actually, I'll hire you. How about I hire you to pack all the bullets, and then you'll realize why I hired someone to pack the bullets.
Oh, damn. It's probably mad hard.
Yo, this one guy at the thing, you could tell this dude been packing bullets for years since he was a kid. He was just like loading them things up like he was a machine. I'm like, damn, dude, your thumb doesn't hurt right now? My God.
Probably just a robot.
Jeez Louise, dude.
Pyro is Buddha, bro. What's up?
I'm over here like 4 clips in, like my thumb hurts. I don't want to do this anymore. What we got? Yeah, man, I gotta get that.
But man, like M4 would be nice. Like those one you shot with on that
Oh, like
video.
the ARs.
Oh, AR, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like shooting the ARs the best. Yeah, I know they got the loaders. I gotta get one. Do they actually work? What up, Wiz Buddha?
Damn.
How we feeling, my friend?
Yeah, TK, like M4, AR, you know what I mean. I mean the AR, that one Nick shot with.
TK.
I need the instructor coming down. Stephen B. Stephen B, you would literally think he was an instructor. If I didn't know him that day, I would have thought he was one of the instructors. But hey, sir, can you help me?
Yeah, bro. You go when we got CMB, we're chilling.
Hey, Nick, I got my first payout ready to go. What's the step? Do you have to upload a W-2? Yes. Yeah, I would go with bank. Yeah, I would go with wire. So I would use the bank transfer. I wouldn't use the Wise or whatever. It's just no point. Unless you have to use Wise, I would just get a bank wire. That's what I've been doing. Believe it or not, I still have about $1,000 stuck in Wise from one of my first payouts this year. So it's been a pain.
Why can't you get it?
Pain in the rear end. I don't know. They keep telling me I got to verify this and verify my business on the Wise account, and it's getting switched back to my personal Wise, and then it moves over to my business Wise. It's pretty annoying.
Which one did you say? Which one did you recommend then?
Which one did I recommend? Just
For
the
the payout?
bank wire.
Bank
Yeah,
transfer.
bank.
Okay.
Yeah, or bank
So
wire,
bank
yeah.
wire, bank transfer over Wise. Got it.
Yeah. I thought this was a Christian channel. It is. 2 major things missing in America: a Bible and a gun. We'll take you to Jesus either way. You know what I'm saying? Either this way or this way.
Christian channel.
What? Man.
We'll have a come to Jesus moment.
Either way. What a line, yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah, you do need to provide info. Yeah, so if you go, so once you're ready to take your payout, you're gonna go up to billing, right? And then you're gonna go request a payout, and then when you're filling out or when you're checking the boxes, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have a little opportunity to fill in a W-2. So that's where you want to do it. I did a video on it, so you guys could check out the video. There's a couple payout videos. Payout. I think it was this one. Yeah, the withdrawal process right here. So if you run through this, I'll explain everything to you. Yeah, so what I'm talking about is right here. So you would go over to bank wire, and then right here is where they want your W-2. So you see right here? Let me go back. Come on, move this guy out of the way. But basically right here is where you're going to fill it out. W-2 if you're a U.S. citizen. If you're not, then it looks like you need a W-8 or something, whatever you guys use. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But yeah, you would click this one right here and then upload your W-2. Yeah, and then it's pretty simple from there. They'll send you an email. Yeah, right here. So just click, oh, I'm sorry, W-9. That's right, it's a W-9 form that they need. Yeah, send it right here.
Phil.
And then enjoy the money, my friend. Make sure you do all this, you know, make sure you're,
Facts,
make sure you're on top of it. We're talking, you know, we're talking
People
money here.
taking their payout, like, wait, I understand my account's gonna go to zero. What does that mean?
Wait, hold on.
Wait, what? I don't
My
have any
balance
drawdown
went down?
anymore? So my balance doesn't stay the same?
Yeah.
What's up, Yano? Yeah, I'm eligible for a payout right now, but I want to run it up a little more, and then I'm gonna take it. I'm looking to take it out though, in like by the end of this week, if not next week.
Amen.
Alexandros. Yeah. This stream may be taken down today. Who knows? We'll see. Depends on what kind of questions you guys ask. Yeah, you can get payouts in crypto. I try and stay away from crypto transactions for the most part. Unless I'm doing a straight deal, I don't really... I'll avoid crypto if possible. Let's see NQ here. Yeah, trying to pop out here. I'm a bit more locked in on gold here today.
2.5 minutes. You like 8:45 or you waiting on 9?
I am waiting. We probably won't even get the closure here.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
We got some
I think
consolidation, so we definitely don't want to jump the gun early, right? Just to get into a dud candle here. So we got a ton of volume coming up at 9, 9:15, 9:30 here.
Yeah, we need the candle close above first.
But the good thing is that
Yeah.
we've already broke the highs, so who's activated there?
Yep, exactly.
The impatient buyers, yep.
Sir, spot on.
Sir.
Like the good thing would be like if you get a red candle maybe on 15 and then a closure above or something like that, then or it's just a 30 closure above.
Yep.
What's the point value on GC? You got for GC, one contract is $10, or one pip is $10. So one contract equals $10 per pip. What up, Pablo? What up, Xander? What's up, boys?
Good, boys.
I want to only trade breakouts. Will I be profitable? Probably. Yeah, if you trade the right way, if you trade with the higher time frame direction, don't go against it. That way you avoid most of the fake outs and you capitalize on the breakouts. Yeah. And then the other little tip, if you're only a breakout trader, is, this is the ideal breakout. Something like this, right? Not this, right? Not this, and certainly not this, right? The ideal breakout is something right here, close to the zone, to where you still have all this range to trade, right? And be a part of a trade and move up. Anytime you're looking for breakouts, you want to take the trade as close as possible to the zone in which it broke out from. Meaning, if we broke out here, right? I want to, if this candle can close like as close as possible to the zone, right? That's the best way to take the breakout. So again, this is too steep. This is technically a breakout, but at that point it's a little too steep for me. This isn't a breakout, right? It could be a strong bearish excuse me, strong bearish candle, but never broke out. So you want to make sure you got good clean candles that you're taking your breakouts on, because the breakout is the most common setup, right? But at the end of the day, it's the most common setup. So that one's gonna have, like, I don't want to say the least probability, but you're gonna take that one the most. So that's where you want to make sure you're dialed in on them. Like, my breakout has a 79% win rate this year, but a lot of it is some of the losses that we took were definitely overextended. Like, I look back on my breakout losses here, and I have a lot of overextended breakouts. Well, not a lot, like 3 or 4. So over 34 trades, we're pumping a basically a 79-80% win rate there. Celery's creeping back up here. 25 trades, 88% win rate. The fade's looking good too. Not too many fade positions this year, only 10. But we won 9 of those trades. Inverted celery looking hot as well, 93% win rate. And then the onion's on fire here. Almost 50 grand taking out the markets from the onion alone here this year. Crazy. Crazy, crazy.
Sheesh.
My celery's creeping back up though, boys. Over 25 trades too. That's a good amount of trades. We got that 88% win rate. So usually the celery for me will hang around 92% win rate if I'm using it properly. But I am most impressed with the fact that there's a 94% win rate over almost 60 trades here. So that's probably like the biggest, my biggest accomplishment this year has really been taking advantage of these buys and sells off support resistance and following the higher time frame direction. Yeah, big money off the onion this year. I did finish the day red yesterday. I actually did try and chase that London win and ended up negative $800 yesterday. So we'll see if we could do, I'm up today on the day, so we'll see if we can finish the job.
Closure above, we should have a pretty good probability of coming up there.
Yeah. Yeah, when talking futures, you could talk ticks, pips. Yeah, you got them both here, so I'm just used to pips from trading forex. So you got pips on this side, ticks on this side, or whatever, right? Bum bum. Let's see here. Got a meeting? Oh, Louis G. Tell the boss hold off. Like, boss, hold off. Be like, I got a meeting.
Alright, bro. Louis G was good, bro.
Can you explain the 2% CME rule for futures? Probably not, because I'm not too sure which one that is. 2%?
I don't even know either.
CME rule? Which one's that? What do you do with fake outs? Great question. So let's say the 4-hour candle's bullish, right? Which it is. So let's say I'm looking for a breakout here. So I want to take the buys. So if we do get the breakout to the downside, then what I'm going to do is I'm not going to take that sell, because I know that could just be, you know, kind of creating that low for the 4-hour to move back up. So what I will do though is I'll wait for the fake out. And if the fake out does happen, and we are clean to, like, we're in a decently clean range, then I will start to go long on this 4-hour candle from like down here off of that fake out. So once I get the fake out, now I know, okay, we're probably going to fill the 4-hour wick, which is going to be this one up here, right? We're probably going to fill that wick. And then if we end up breaking the highs, then we should continue on up, right? And then that'll be kind of the way I would go about that. So if we get the fake out, I can capitalize and use that fake out for an entry here, right? If we don't really have that, then it gets tough to enter down here, and you might have to wait for the actual breakout itself. But there are ways to get a head start if you know how to correlate the time frames, and if you can spot this fake out, understand what the 4-hour candle is trying to do, and anticipate that it's going to begin to move back up to go up and fill that wick, then that's when you can start getting long from down there. Yeah, so a lot of people think like, well, we have to wait for a range too or whatever. It's like, nah, if you get the fake out, you want to cap because you're not really looking for the range too, right? If my bias is bullish, I don't really want the range too. I want a fake out so I could buy early on this 4-hour candle, right? So if we don't fake out, then I'll just wait for a break and retest before selling. So what up, Thomas? How are you, bro? Good to see you, man. How's everything been? First payout, I want to take 2 G's, then leave 3. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. A lot of people taking payouts yesterday. I actually did not take my payout yesterday. I'm going to save it, and probably after the winning trade, I'll probably just save it for today. I'm locked out, so. Got a meeting at 9. Oh, man. 9 o'clock meetings. Tell the boss you need to reschedule.
Hopefully it's over by 9:30, right? Hopefully.
Hey, you know what the coolest part about making an extra 40, 50, 60 grand a year is that at some point you can go into your bosses, you can call your boss right now and be like, look, boss, we're going to need to reschedule that meeting. He's gonna be like, what? But yeah, can't make it. I'm a little busy right now. I got to reschedule. He's like, this is a mandatory meeting. And you're like, boss, I don't care. It's either we reschedule or I'm not there. And he's like, oh, this is absurd. What do you mean? And you could just do stuff like that, you know, when you got the money to back it up. Any of you guys want to yell at your boss? Anyone? You know when your boss ever had that little throat problem when you come in like a minute late? He's like, starts looking at his watch and be like, don't you just want to be like, yo, dude, is your throat all right? Calm down, buddy. Grab a cough drop. Sit down.
Imagine firing your boss. Damn.
You're fired. I fired one of my boss one time. I just didn't have any money, so I was like, you're fired. But then I like went back to my car and I'm like, how am I gonna make money now?
Damn, bro.
Not gonna lie.
How to make money
That was a while ago.
in 2012.
No, that was legit in like 2012. Like 2012. That was when I first started my first entrepreneurial like e-commerce business, and I literally thought I can like, kind of curse this guy out and just keep it moving. But I had to go look for another job. You're fired, boss. You're fired. Can you explain the inverted celery play? Yeah. So basically, like, there will be times where we're waiting on a pullback, right? So let's just say that price moved up and we're bullish on the day, and we get to the desk and this is what price looks like. So we don't want to take our sells yet. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for these sells to kind of push down, pull out, and then we're gonna just let those go, right? Then we're gonna have some random Quaker come in the YouTube live stream, like, yo, you guys suck at trading, you missed the whole move down, blah, 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 blah. And then all we're gonna do at that point is we're just gonna wait on our support, right? So we're gonna wait for this no matter what anyone says in the chat, and then we're gonna execute, right, on this onion play. But sometimes what's gonna happen is the onion play won't show up, but the volume will, right? So if the volume has shown up but the onion play maybe hasn't yet, what's gonna happen is you're just gonna have like a bearish candle that tried to move down here, right, and couldn't, and close something like that with a big rejection to the downside. And that's where if the volume's coming in, that's where we're going to execute impulse trade right at the break of that high, because the chances of us getting this beautiful support formed during high times of volume is pretty slim. So most of the time, if this is going to be the volume candle, we can't wait for it to close like that, right? Because it's most likely going to be gone. So what we do is we enter on the break of that previous high after this nice rejection to the downside here, and then we look to take the trade moving up, kind of like the one we took in London today. Yeah, so that's basically when you're waiting on a bullish confirmation, but the volume's coming in and the confirmation hasn't came in just yet. And this one's got by the way, key components here. So small top wick, large lower wick, and small body. right? Those are the,
Signs.
I guess that's the anatomy, right, of the inverted celery play. So you really want a small wick here, not something like this. That's not what we're talking about here. If that shows up, then I would still wait, regardless volume or not. I'd still wait for a better confirmation, something like that. So it's got to look like that. And if we go back to the play that we took in London, you will see exactly that here. See how it has a large wick to the downside, right? A small body, very small top wick. That's exactly what you're looking for. If you break that high during volume, chances are you're going to retest whatever high is in front of you there. Hey, what happened? Hey, give me this. Give me this. Why can't I grab it? Give it to me.
What the heck?
All right, so we're just waiting on Goldie here. But it is about to be 9 a.m. The 1 hour candles are closing. The 30-minute candles are closing. The 15-minute candles are closing. So last 1 hour, the 4 hour coming up. So if we're gonna break that high and get moving, it's gonna be right here in this next hour. So
I agree.
old mate from yesterday. Yeah.
You'd like that 30 closure above?
30?
I love
Yeah, I think if we can close
love the
below
push.
and then above would be best. So if we can kind of get one more bearish candle out of this 15-minute time frame to make up that new 1 hour lower wick, and then that closure above, that'll lead us right into 9:15, 9:30. So something like that, and then one more closure back above would be perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. We'd break the 4 hour highs there, and then our entry should immediately get going. We shouldn't have any stagnation in that trade.
No, I mean, the 4 hours should be ready.
Bro, I've been passing challenges. I'm tired now. Yeah, I feel you, bro. You get tired of passing all these challenges. Like in Asian yesterday, all of a sudden, all you see coming in the live chat was just pass my combine, just pass my 100K, pass my 50K, pass 450Ks on that, pass 250Ks, pass 100K, pass 150K. I'm qualified for a payout. I'm like, boom, 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 boom. It's like you just start seeing people winning at the next level here. So we've dialed in the combine. Like we can get combines passed within like 2 days, 3 days, and then it's just about the 5 days on the XFA. But we're pretty much dialed in now.
Yeah.
Yeah, last night was pretty impressive, man. I've seen so many people pass accounts. I'm like, holy smokes.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Is there a way for us to connect? Yeah, brother. Send me a message on Instagram. Yeah. You guys can holler at me on Instagram. Go follow me. I got a lot of good content coming out. We'll continue to push it and all that good stuff. I noticed some of you guys a day or two ago went all the way down. I love seeing people like things from like last year, because I know they're hunting for it. But yeah, come down, check out a lot of these trades. I haven't really posted many trade recaps on Instagram in a bit. I feel like people already know what it is at this point when it comes to trading. So yeah, but these are very, very educational, man. And don't forget to watch how I lost $9,000 just so I can continue to get my views up on that one, because that one has like the most views. How to handle your loss with logic versus emotion. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, so you guys can follow me here. Just make sure it's this one. There's a lot of, whatever those pages are, scam pages, whatever they call them. It's a bit ridiculous. But yeah, let's connect. Let's connect here on Instagram. And I'd love to hear about your journey. Is what you're talking about setting up on NQ? Let's take a look at NQ here. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so we need a nice bearish candle here, followed by a bullish one as we creep into like 9:15. If we can do that, that's going to be even better. If we can close bearish here, pop down a little bit on the next candle, right? Something like this for the new 1 hour low, and then close back above. Now we'll officially have a nice little support, a breakout, and then we can move up. But anything within this range here is no bueno for me. So this is pretty much a no trade range. I'm not gonna touch anything in here, but above there is straight to the money, and below here is decent. It's got a lot of rejections here, so that's why I say decent.
Yeah, and if you look at that 1 hour time frame on gold now, it closed right at on top of that range. It closed above now.
The 1 hour?
Yeah, and we're breaking lows in the first second.
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
So it looks a lot like fake out.
The YouTube stream's buffering? Oh, no way. Just 8 trades for April? No, 8 winning days. Those are winning days. Those aren't trades. Trades, we got a lot of trades, man. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. 39 trades here so far. 39. Some of those were little testers too, like some of the 7 trade days and 8 trade days, so those probably shouldn't count. But right, John? Little tester days.
Yeah, bro. Facts.
What's my background colors? Here you go. Settings. Bam. There they are. Take a screenshot. Ready? Screenshot this. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Screenshot. I'll let you take your phone out. 3, 2, 1. I'll let you go get it from the counter, even though you know it's not on the counter. 3, 2, 1. All right, cool. Now you can take a screenshot of that one if you like.
It's there.
This one. And that one. Cool. All right, let's see NQ. As you know, I'll be waiting for... why does this thing have to give us these nice little closures here before 9:30? So I'm not touching this pair till 9:30, and then once the open happens, then I'll be looking to trade. Yeah. 1 hour with no bottom wick. Yeah, I see that. We might just have a lot of volume right now. So like if we can kind of plant here and stay above this range here before 9:30, I think we could see a big push up here. But I'm not going to be in a trade. Or yeah, if we can grab the pack like that too, like come down, give the 1 hour a wick, then buy stops will be on the break of the high for the next candle. It'll be scary, but we'll do it. Yes, you do need to wait. Yeah, Ricky, you got to wait for the end of the day. Yep. Yeah, with payouts on Express, do we need to wait for the end of the day before making requests? Yes.
Sir.
The stream should not be buffering at all. Looks like I've got excellent condition. Excellent condition.
Like lagging?
Yeah.
My stream looks fine.
Yeah. I think you need to check your internet.
The Wi-Fi.
I think you need to check your internet.
Hit up your internet service.
Hit up your internet service provider today at 1-800. Your internet service provider.
The only buffer I know is my account balance.
Hey, it's a hit.
Oh.
Hey,
Talk to me nice.
Make sure your rat ain't chewing on the cables, G. Ratatouille's hanging out, trying to cut the live stream off on you. He don't want to see you winning. He don't want to see you winning. Hold on. When is the meetup? The meetup is July 5th. Was that the question? Because I just seen it and now it's gone.
Meetup? Yo, who's pulling to the meetup? I can't wait.
5th July.
Excited to shake some hands.
I'm excited to meet y'all, man. Look you eyeball to eyeball and have a good conversation. Dylan, when am I getting the invite to South Florida? Are you like the king of South Africa, not South Florida? When do I get the invite, bro? Damn, I'm actually offended you haven't sent me an invite yet.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa.
What's up, man? What's up?
Bro.
He's the king. He's the king of South Florida. Like Green would say, send for me, man. Send for me. Is there an RSVP? There is an RSVP. Yeah. I think it's exclamation point meetup, right? I'm not too sure.
RSVP. What's that?
Reserve your spot today. I don't know.
Yeah, I asked one time too. I was like, okay.
Play music while we wait.
There's a spot.
All right.
A2000 EST.
Yes.
A skateboard too.
OCOEE.
I know DeMarco, man.
What's up,
No.
Marco?
Yeah, but I'm like, what?
DeMarco, baby.
Yeah.
Marco in the house. What's up, brother?
I forgot, bro.
Hey.
This ain't no religion. We ain't with your antics. Send you a message on the gram. All right, Thomas. Yeah, I'll check it out, bro. Yeah, I will look at it. Top Step, new dashboard. You don't have to wait till the end of the day. Oh.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no way. I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, so I was wrong about that. It allows you to take it during any session. So one thing that Top Step's going to start doing too, they're going to start implementing the 50% consistency rule in the XFA. So now the cool part about this is you can request a withdrawal, I believe, within 2 days. So now you won't have to wait 5 days anymore for a withdrawal. So the max you can hit is 50%. So like, excuse me, if I have a 100K account, the most I can make, because the target on that account would be like 6,000, right? So the most I can make would be 50% of that. So minus 50%, right? That's going to equal 3K, right? Now the cool part about this is if I make 3K today and 3K tomorrow, they're going to let us withdraw that. And still withdraw half, I think, but you can request your withdrawal now within 2 days. So now someone, let's say here at TTE, can get funded within and paid out within 4 days. Right? Because we know how to get the job done within 2 or 3 days to get to the XFA point. And then if all we need is, the 2 days now, I mean, that's a no-brainer. Yeah, so they're switching a little bit up. What you say?
Is the 50% based off the drawdown or based off the last payout you take?
I thought he said it was based off of the actual profit target of the combine.
Okay.
There's a video where he talks about it. Is there a free trading journal? Yeah, hit a exclamation point journal and it'll pop up and you guys can use it. Oh, RSVP means please respond? I had no idea.
Now.
What's the difference between YouTube lives and Clubhouse lives? Nothing. Just the fact that YouTube's 2 hours a day and Clubhouse is 2, 4, 6, about 8. Yeah, we got in total we stream within a 24 period time. We stream about 8 hours. Yeah, whether it's me, whether it's Magnus in London, John in New York, whether it's Asian, yeah. And it's just a little bit more intimate. I don't know. There's just something a little different about it.
More inner circle vibes.
Yeah, and like I only get 2 hours with y'all here. You know what I mean? Like I don't get. And plus, we do the webinars on the weekends, so we come together a lot more. Like I'd say, we come together a lot more. So Plus, we get a little bit more aggressive in the clubhouse, you know? You know?
I'm pretty much with the clubhouse like 8 to 10 hours a day, honestly.
Yep. Can I do this from an iPhone? Yep, that's the cool part about the time we're living in. This phone right here, I said this on my story a couple weeks back. Outside of my own personal growth and development, this phone right here has probably been the second best investment I ever made in my life. An iPhone. Between e-commerce, businesses, cryptos, trading, I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars over the last 2 or 3 years straight from my iPhone.
That's all you need. All you need is internet.
All you need is the internet, baby. Get into that. You need to get into the internet.
I used to trade on my phone all the time when I was in high school. All the time. That's how I traded it.
Bro, I won so many trades in pre-New York on my phone.
Yeah. Right.
With Johnny Gems.
Phone came up clutch.
You know how much I've learned by just using my phone too? This is like a university as well. So not only do we make money on this, but we learn on this as well. Where the other guy, he just scrolls on it. He just scrolls and scrolls and scrolls and watch people, you know, playing with their animals or doing the stupid stuff. Not me. So you either doom scroll or you educate yourself. You pick.
The fact that we can get the strangest secret audio for free just by going on YouTube on our phone and looking it up, it's crazy.
Yo, for
Yeah,
real.
that's crazy, yeah.
Right.
Bro, I watched that like hundreds of times in the car.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, same.
University on wheels.
Yep. University on wheels.
I say it all the time, but you know, in most cases, becoming a success is not about what you do, but what you don't do. So what I don't do is, and a lot of my friends that are very wealthy, what they don't do is they don't scroll on their phone. They don't waste their life. They don't waste time. They don't drink. They don't party. They cut the vices, right? Once you begin to cut those vices and cut out things that are holding you back, because I got news for you. You could do all the right things, but then still do or still be attached to your vices and never get anywhere. That's why a lot of you guys get almost to passing a combine and then fail it. Or almost to the XFA, but then fail it. Or almost to anything in your life, and then you fail. Or you fall back. That used to happen to me all the time. So what I would recommend is completely disassociate the money from the game and focus on eliminating the vices. Focus on eliminating anything that is holding you back from your dreams and goals. Because once all that is eliminated, now you can start to add, right? So the process is awareness. Right? You got to become aware of what's holding you back, what your vices are. A lot of vices for people these days are obviously like drinking, smoking, partying, doing drugs, scrolling on the internet, watching stuff that they're not supposed to be watching, you know, just hanging out with the wrong people and the wrong crowds. Like those are all things that are not going to get you to become successful. So you can do all the right things, but at the end of the day, if you're still trapped in those vices, then you're probably not going to be able to get to where you want to go. So it's not until you eliminate those. So you're aware, so a process of awareness. And then once you become aware, it's a process of elimination. And then once you can eliminate the vices, now you're on solid ground, right? Now you're on ground that you can run on. So now's the time where you want to hire a mentor, listen to everything he tells you to do, go out and read, listen to the podcast, because now you're actually going to be in a place where you can absorb that and use it to your advantage versus half-ass in life, half-ass in success, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It ain't never going to work like that. Men, you guys ever had one leg over, the other one still on the other side of the fence? Not a good place to be. Ladies, not a good place to be. So you don't want to be on the fence, man. When it comes to success, you're either all in or you're all out. What's it going to be? Yeah. What pair am I trading? Gold. GC. And you don't want to look back in your life and think, you know what? I'm a freaking janitor. And by the way, if you're a janitor, I love janitors. Janitors are amazing. But like, let's say you wanted to be a multi-millionaire and you settled for a janitor, then I don't think being a janitor is great, right? Because you just settled in life and you don't want to look back later on in your life thinking, damn, Like, why was I so caught up on Instagram or TikTok? Like, I scrolled on TikTok and my whole life went before my eyes. You know what I mean? So you gotta hone in and dial in on what's important to you. We can get a payout in 2 days. Yes. Yeah. Once they establish that rule, that's what it seems like.
I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of videos on YouTube about like Top Step's new rule, their new update.
I'll make once it's official, I'll make a video too, and Magnus will make one, and John will make one. So we'll all have a video on the new Top Step rules.
Of course, man. Coast. Yeah, Nick. Not to interrupt the topic, but I gotta go actually. But
all right, brother. Enjoy your day.
I'm gonna take
man.
this at 9:30 if you get it. But yeah, gotta go unfortunately.
Do it, bro.
But thank you for having me here.
Yes,
and,
sir.
Yes, sir. I will
Enjoy
see
your
y'all
day.
tomorrow in London.
See you
Catch you
there.
later, Magnus. Peace.
Yeah,
bro.
peace, everyone. Peace.
Tomorrow we last London, right, of the week tomorrow.
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
man. Last London. I'll see y'all
Bet.
there.
All right,
Bye.
brother. See you later, man.
I'll definitely be there.
John,
I missed London last
you
night.
said that about London last night.
Hey, bro, I've been there though more often.
Yeah, you have. You're making improvements.
Exactly.
Johnny Gems is everywhere, man.
I can't miss the London session though to end the week. Nah, bro. Come on.
Yep. People ask God to relieve them from the vices, but it's up to you. Yeah, people ask God that, and then but the only thing is God tends to send the messenger or the message in a way that you don't even think, right? So you're like, come on, God, please send me some guidance. Yet you're on this live stream every day. And God's like, yo, dummy, listen to the guy talking. He's giving you the clues and the tips, and yet you're still kind of scratching your head thinking, well, I wonder what I should do next. You gotta listen to the whispers of God, man. How much should we make from 9 to 5 before? That question is individual. Some people are gonna need $100,000, $150,000 a year before they quit their job because maybe they have a lot of debt and they have a lot of things, right? A lot of things is when you have a lot of things, usually you're tied to them, especially if you're not an entrepreneur. If you're just a normal like 9 to 5 paycheck to paycheck type of person and you have a lot of things, that means you have a lot to cover for freedom. But if you don't have a lot of things, like I didn't have a lot, I just didn't need a lot to be free. I only needed a couple grand a month, but there's going to be other people who need 15, 20, 30 grand a month. Just depends on their lifestyle.
You gotta play with the cards you were dealt with. Everyone's situation's a little different.
Yeah, you might come into trading after 15 years at a corporate job, so you already have a whole life that you're living, where you have a mortgage and you have kids and you have college and all this crazy stuff going on. So that person may need more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas someone like John or anyone in their young who doesn't have any kids or responsibilities, I mean, they could probably make away with like 4 to 5 grand a month.
Literally.
So it just depends on your lifestyle.
Right. We can't play the game the same way, right? If we got different cards that we're dealt with, so just play with the cards you got.
Yeah. Where do we take the Asian trades? In the Clubhouse. So that's like a private premium streaming platform that we have. So you guys can join the Clubhouse over at timedtrading.com, or if not, just come pull up here every day. We're here Monday through Friday.
Bro, shout out the Asian session, Nick. That was a beauty yesterday.
That was wild. And you know what? I'm like, we
awesome.
got to take this because there was like 2 or 3 Asian sessions last week where price just literally just ran on us. Like once we got in, because normally I don't like to get into the stream and then just take a trade right away. Like it's like very abrupt, But sometimes that happens, that happened last night in Asian, so I had to take advantage of it.
Yep. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That did happen a couple times. Yeah, it was a beauty. That was textbook right there. And way to grow some balls. We grew some balls and held that trade too for a while.
Yeah, we held that for almost 80 pips full.
We held it for the whole 30-minute candle.
We did. Good job.
Yeah,
it's the trade we're talking about.
Super clean candles to the left.
Yeah, it was nice.
That's what I mean. Take
again?
what the markets are willing to give you, right? Look left to get right. You see clean candles. Like, why not take more if the markets are willing to give you it?
Yeah. Yeah, this was a Asian session trade we took. So we had a resistance here. We have support here. And we got this breakout, like basically like 1 minute into the session. So we had buy stops in the break of the high, and yeah, this thing pushed up. I think most people closed here, and I don't blame you guys. No top wick there, but I think me and John held like pretty much the majority of this up until, yeah.
Pretty much right there, yeah. You're feeling confident about that one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What happened here? So we did get a close below, but this is where I'm going to be waiting for the range 2 breakout now. So this is where I'm expecting a fake out here. So if the candle can close back above, nice exhaustion wick to the downside like this, kind of like you see how the rest of these candles kind of wick down in here. If we can get this guy to wick down and then close back above, I think we're going to go north here today. So this is the opening candle, right? The first 30-minute candle of the new hour. So yeah, let's see. I think we can pull back here. Let's see. I'm broke, but I still have the juice to squeeze. Join the clubhouse for a month subscription. Amazing, bro. Enzo, I think you'll do well, man. According to what everyone else is, the results that everyone else is seeing, they're all, I think, very satisfied with the clubhouse and enjoying the trades and enjoying the, mainly enjoying the education, you know. Because it really is the education. You know, there's a lot of gems, a lot of nuggets just randomly dropped throughout the day that, you know, my mentor would often say wisdom is often caught, not taught. So it's a lot of things. When you're around winners and you're around good traders, you're just going to pick up on little things. If you're a good observer, you're going to pick up on little things, and those little things are going to help you, man. You know, that's what I did with Raja. That's what a lot of guys are doing here with me. So it's a beautiful thing to see. Oh, this looks fantastic here. Yeah, support formed. I might be interested here at 9:30. Don't get mad at me if we lose, though. All right? So
yeah,
if we can get something
finish
like that, would be perfect.
Yeah, TK, we usually finish London around like 4 a.m. Eastern time. So I think that's 1 a.m. for you. Yeah, TK, you might as well just trade until 1 a.m. and off to bed.
Yeah, TK. Come hang out for London.
1 a.m. is the new bedtime.
So you see you see this over here? This is kind of what I'm looking for. You see that candle? So this candle right here, this was the trade I took in London, right? So I'm looking for the same type of deal here. Nice exhaustion to the downside. Nice closure above, if possible, and then a buy on the next candle. Which broker am I using for instant funded? I'm using TopOne funded. I'm sorry, TopOne futures for the instant funded. Why are the activation fees expensive? Yeah, right. You gotta ask them.
That's how it is.
What's my average?
Pretty cheap.
Win rate? Yeah, it is. It's not bad. Win rate on TradeZella or risk to reward. Win rate is average RR is 1.7. So it looks like average winner for me is about 1,000. Average loser is about 582. And then my win rate's 69, right about 70%. Yeah. Daily win rate is amazing though. 83% of the time that I'm green on the day, I stay green.
It's money, bro. Money.
All right, calm down, Goldie. What the heck?
You like these 15 buys, right?
Yeah, I like the buys on the next candle. If we close bullish, it looks really good.
Does
futures have that stupid? No, it doesn't. The 5-minute rule? Thank God. If it did, I wouldn't be telling you guys about them. Notice how once the 5-minute rule showed up, I stopped telling you guys about getting accounts with them, right? But I can't. And I mentioned that a few times, you know, like I can't recommend a company to my community that doesn't line up with the way we trade. So now that this one doesn't have any 5-minute rule, I think that's a lot better. Much better, much better.
Way better.
May God continue to enrich you spiritually. Thank you, man. I appreciate your prayers. I really do. It's been an incredible walk with the Lord. I feel like, yeah, God's on the throne. Thank you. Appreciate that, Banty. For real. I do appreciate all your prayers. You know, I'm really stepping into the calling of my life, and I definitely do need prayer. I definitely do maybe sometimes work the land versus study the instruction maybe a little bit more now than I used to. So I do appreciate you guys praying for me. There's a lot of weight that comes with being a leader and running companies and being an example and showing up every day. So I do appreciate the prayers. The 5-minute rule. 5-minute rule is you can't get in and out of a trade within 5 minutes on their forex side of things. Yeah. My daily win rates.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, man. Yeah, because, you know, you get a lot of opposition, a lot of resistance when you're going after, you know, big things that the Lord is calling you to. You know, a lot of doubt will come in, a lot of just pushback from enemy forces. So, you know, we don't talk about that a lot, but, you know, when you're out there and you're winning for God's kingdom, you're going to have the enemy forces come at you. You know what I mean? It's the cool part about it is it can't win, right? No weapon formed against you shall prosper is what the word says. But the word didn't say that it didn't say the weapon won't be formed, right? The weapon will come, the weapon will be formed, but it can't prosper against you, right? So, yeah, appreciate that, bro. What's the best firm you could recommend? Top Step. I would say Top Step or TopOne. Both of them, you could be confident in payouts. Yesterday was a red day. I forgot to update it. What was yesterday? Wasn't yesterday Wednesday? It's red.
Wednesday.
Red's Day.
Yes, it was.
It was Red's Day.
Red's Day. 2 minutes here for 15.
Yeah, this looks good. So I'm probably going to have buy stops here on the break of this 15 high. What up, Arrow Sassy? What's good? What's good?
9:30 coming in too.
Do you have a webinar on how to manage the XFAs? I do not, but maybe we could talk about that on the next one.
It's a good video, I think.
Yeah, we can make one. We're talking about TopOne forex when it comes to the 5-minute rule. Not the futures company, but their forex company. This fade, no, I mean, it probably would have hit break even on that. It went up and down, up and down. I like the 15 closure here, though. Looks good.
Especially a nice bottom wick on the 30-minute closing above support, and then wick down, tap support, and then go back up.
Yeah.
Like
especially breaking these lows, man. A lot of sellers activated here.
Yep. I like that, too. Pretty much creating a rejection wick to the downside on the confirmation candle.
Am I afraid of the daily? Not really, because I don't know. I just can't see a third daily candle, third bearish candle coming here. I feel like this candle's going to rip up. Plus the 4-hour stopped right at support here. So the one resistance that we did get, it stopped right at support. So that may indicate that we want to move up. Plus we already broke the 4-hour highs. So with 30 minutes left, if we're going to go, it's going to go now. Can we get it to go? Can we get it to go? 15 looks clean though.
Suppose.
What are stops? As long as they're under 300 pips, we should be good. Yeah, 80 pips. That's
Might
like.
be forced to use current candle stops.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're gonna need a lower wick, obviously, and then the buys should be good to go. Really want to see that lower wick because the 30 closed bear. So if we could flip on the 30, come down, activate more sellers, and then come back up and re-break the high, that'll be a great move there. Look at this. Look at this 1 hour here. Trying to push back up. No top wick on the 1 hour either. Did we have to push up that high? Like, come on, Goldie. Come on, Goldie.
That 15 closure is like,
Yeah, but it's okay.
Would have liked it. Yeah.
As long as we get a lower wick, that'll do for me. Is this gold? Yeah, this is gold here. Yep. Yep. NQ closing without a wick at 9:30. We should still fly to the moon, I'm sure. All right, so let's see. Are we getting this lower wick here? Looks like we are going to get the lower wick. If we can come down steeper, I would take this on the flip. But we got to come down steeper. If not, I got to use the high there. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I'm going to have a buy stop here on the flip. That's good. We broke the lows there. Coming down, making a bottom wick. 30 looks good. We're coming into that rejection zone. So let's see if we can reject out of there here now. 1 hour also coming into that zone. That works. That works right there. If we want to go down, we'll let it go. I'll let it go down. I definitely don't want to sell into this into that support level with all that rejection there here. I'd rather not. I'd rather wait for a break and a retest and then sell. Oh, breaking the lows now. Yeah, so if we nip the lows and come back up, I'll keep it. If we keep driving, I'm going to have to delete this.
30 melter.
What's the change for Top Step again? I think we were talking about the consistency rule. Yeah, I'm going to delete this here. Yeah, I think we're talking about the consistency where it's not in play yet, but they're going to do a 50% consistency on the actual, what's it called? XFA.
Yep, that's the mindset to have, energy. All right, next on you. Next quality trade. I can make money on the next quality trade. All good. I'll wait for it.
Calm down, Mr. Muhammad. Don't ever talk to me like that. Muhammad. Boxers or briefs?
I don't even see Mr. Muhammad.
Gold selling? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if we can continue moving down. I think until we get a closure below, I don't see any opportunities to sell.
Yo, Chad W for cutting that pre-New York loss. Damn. Gold melted now.
Had me limping for real. You guys hear Kingston or no?
Nah.
Okay, good. All right, what do we got here?
Mic is mad good.
Coming back up.
You got headphones on too.
I know.
Can't hear anything.
I'm still open for buys here, man. The thing is now my stop loss is a little too big. 88 pips, so I may have to wait 10 minutes.
That's what I'm doing. Wait for 15 to close here. That's the thing, like you can still have the buy stops on the flip, but like where's your stop now?
Yeah, exactly. So if we duplicate these two candles here, this is what we see. Right, and then we have this current candle. So if that current candle can close above, all right, exhaustion wick to the downside, like this, then there's still a very high probability that we will go up. Yeah, the sells, I don't know. I don't know what play you guys took on the sells. If you're trading the playbook, I have no idea what position you guys took.
That was that position where you close your eyes and hope for the best, right?
That was that. Hopefully I can get lucky on this one.
That was that gamble. That's called the gamble play right there.
Yeah, you got no closure or anything, so I'm not sure what sells you guys took. Unless you broke the plan. Which I know none of you guys would do that.
Yeah, right? Yeah, crazy B. We took a buy at 7:30 where we've had a lot of success in the pre-New York. But it was a small loss. Small loss in pre-New York.
That was that let go, let God trade right there. Oh, man. How we feeling, Green?
Green. What's up, Greenery?
Yeah, MacBook Air. I just call this guy MacBook Air. Yeah, we'll do a webinar on like how to go about trading the XFAs and keeping them, and it might be a little simpler than you may anticipate, but yeah, we'll definitely talk about that. What about the rejection on the 1 hour 30-minute resistance to the left? Yeah, I see all that. You talking about like this right here, right? From the top side, these wicks, I think. The 8:30 candle. Which one was that? Yeah, a little doji, little inverted celery type of deal. Was I on Raja's stream a few years ago? Yes. Yes, I was. When Ted said that, yeah. I was also on when Ted said, sell all your crypto and thank me later. And I did, but I never got a chance to thank him. But Ted, if you're watching in, thank you, brother. Appreciate the signal. It's a Hail Mary position? Kinda, yeah, pretty much. Especially with the 4 hour going bullish, man. You guys are some crazy traders. Ted, if you're watching. Some others might not like Ted as much as I do. Yeah, sorry.
We won't say who.
Oh man.
That yeah, damn.
That'd be so funny if you just commented in the chat. I'd be like, screw you too. We're working on it. We're working on it. Thoughts on the daily with no lower wick? Yeah, I see that. I see the daily with no lower wick. I don't think we're going to go down and make that. But again, I could be wrong. You know, I could be wrong here. But we're just so bullish on gold, man. So bullish. Yeah, so that's why I want to follow the 4 hour here. So the 4 hour was bullish. And that's where I have my bias from. So until we start breaking those lows and breaking retests below here, then I'm pretty much still bullish. If we're talking little scalps and stuff like that, then yeah, you know, you can take sells and buys and all that. Luke was going crazy yesterday. Why? What'd he do? How many of y'all joined the meme crew? Shout out to Luke. I think Luke's in Miami right now. He's side questing. Oh, you sent me the video? I'll check it out. You can copy trade on XFAs and combines. Can you do that? I think as long as they have like the same equity or the same balance or something like that, yeah. Why is he bugging? What you need is a treadmill, he said. Damn. That's crazy. Just a straight face too. That's the homie right there, man. Mr. Luke. You know, I love his definition of success. His definition of success is the man who wakes up with the least amount of pressure on his chest. A lot of people take on way too much. They take on too many companies, too many opportunities, too much debt, not good debt either, too much expenses, and they got a lot of pressure. So they got to wake up every day and grind their face off. But the man who's free and he doesn't have as much pressure on his chest, that's a free man right there. All right, let's see how we do. We're coming into that support. So we'll see how we do here. Did the 4 hour break the low? No. So these are your 4 hour lows down here. So as long as we respect those lows, I mean, we can continue back up. But this 4 hour is going to close here in 15 minutes. Yeah, I would say that, David, and I do agree with that whole process there, and that can happen today. But just the fact that gold was so bullish here, we may or may not come down for that wick today. I don't want to say we're not going to because I don't know that, right? But just the fact that the 4 hour here is probably going to get caught up right here, just like we did last time. So that's my issue with the sells and all that, is that number one, we closed bullish, we got support, it lines up with the support to the left. Until we like break those 4 hour lows, I think this could still continue up. But if we do start to come down and close below in the next 16 minutes, then that will definitely help me shift my bias a little bit. Yeah, so if you close below here now, then you should be good to come down. NQ needs to slow down. Oh, I forgot. What are we doing here?
Damn, that was clean off the 1 hour on NQ.
Yeah, goner. Yeah, I like trading NQ in the afternoon, man. It's good pair. NQ up, gold down here. All right, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Bet. Yeah, nice juice box on NQ. Anyone catch that? That was clean off the 1 hour. But yo, what's good, chat? How we feeling? Green in the building. What's good, Green? Nice, took NQ, W. Good job, guys. Good job, Clubhouse. Oh, it's overextending. Yeah, Juan. The 30-minute low key did look pretty choppy. I feel like I would only like those buys on NQ off the 1 hour specifically. Not even the 30-minute. 30-minute didn't really look that good. I think we closed with like a no topic slightly as well. But 1 hour stayed true and 4 hours stayed true. TK, what's good, TK? What's up, my man? What's up, Eden? What's up, brother? Yeah, DJ Scratches. Yeah, I think the 1 hour looked a lot better. I think 30-minute kind of closed with no wick. But yeah, that 1 hour had a nice breakout above. Lower wick. Clean candles to the left. 1 hour definitely looked better than 30. Nice, David. Secured 70%. Awesome. Yeah, Juan, exactly. Catch the pullback. There'll be another move. Luckily enough for us, these patterns repeat themselves over and over again. So, with statistical reliability. So, I mean, we just wait for the markets to give us those patterns again. Right? These patterns are statistically reliable. You know what I'm saying? Like, they repeat themselves over and over again, and there's data to back that. So, no matter what, it's always on to the next move, right? It's always on to the next pattern because the pattern will repeat itself statistically. Yeah, exactly, energy. That's the beautiful thing about the markets. It's a market filled with abundance. It's only gonna, you know, be used for those who look at it in that way with that opportunity, because that's the opportunity. You have a opportunity to catch abundance in the markets, but only those who are looking for the opportunities will be the ones to get it. Yeah, any problem any of you guys are facing, you really need to focus on the opportunity within the problem. Where there's problems, there's profits, you know? With everything that's bad, there's good. With everything good, there's bad. It's all about which one you choose to kind of pick out. What's the other account besides XFA? There's a Combine, an XFA, and then there's a live account. So Combine, if you're coming from forex, Combine is basically a challenge. XFA is basically a funded account, right? So now a funded account you can get paid off of. And then the live account is basically Top Step giving you live money or actual capital in the actual markets to trade with. Let me know if that made sense. What's up, SimZ? I'm doing amazing, bro. Feeling good. Blessed and highly favored. How you feeling? Yeah, same here, Ronnie. I'm green for the day. Still looking for A+. A+ setups only. Why get in if it's not A+, you know?
15 closing with no wick. Still respecting the 4 hour lows. Might even be able to get a better entry.
What's up, the blessed trader? I love your name. How much funding do I have of XFA? I have 250k XFAs, yeah. And I'm halfway to passing my third one. So I guess what, 100k in funding, in live funding?
How does the
150k
consistency rule? Did you explain that yet?
No.
Consistency rule on Top Step. So if it's Top Step or whatever company, Top Step has the 50%. So that means if you're taking a 50k combine, and the target is 3k, then that means you can only make 1.5k in any given day. So that's the most you can make. So that's where the 50% rule comes in.
Yep.
So just don't make more than 1,500 in the day, and then you'll be good. And then let's say the following day you make another 1,500. That's your 3k, and now you've passed your combine and you move on to the XFA. 4-hour lows coming in. Will we respect or will we break?
Yeah. I mean, we could definitely do a webinar on that, you know. Solana fans? Yeah, we could definitely do a webinar on that. I mean, I would be down. That'd be pretty good. Webinar on how to go about multiple XFAs. That's going to be more so personal, but maybe a good webinar to get out of it.
How's hacking the food matrix going? Pretty good. Pretty good actually. Yeah, I don't eat anything outside of like my diet stuff, but here and there I'll have like a little bit of ice cream. You know how I get down. But most of the ice cream that I have is protein ice cream, so if I have it, it's got like 45 grams of protein in it.
That's good. If you're gonna eat ice cream, you might as well eat ice cream with 45 grams of protein in it. So
yeah, that's true.
That's a W.
How am I so far down on these comments? Okay, I think the 4-hour lows are getting clapped here. Yep, there they go.
4-hour closure coming up too. We may have to switch the bias over here.
No veggies. My brother just joined the clubby. I need all the gems. Hey, let's go. W decision. We filled up the elite program, gang. I think there might be one spot left, so that's it. You know what I mean? If you grab it today, less work. If not, maybe wait for another month and a half, and we'll open it back up again. Congrats to everyone. W decisions, investing into your future. Incredible job.
Yeah. W. Looks like we have a 4-hour fake out. Looks like we got faked out here with the 4-hour time frame.
Yeah, that's fine. Usually, if I don't take a trade, usually if I have a no trade day, it's where the bias was bullish and price went bearish, or the bias was bearish and price went bullish. So I'm never stressing any no trade days or no trade sessions or anything like that. I do want to get this 3-peat though. I'm trying to get this hat trick here. So.
Well, yeah, it feels good though to have to take buys with a bullish bias and then price just went down. I can accept that loss.
Yeah. Yeah, anytime like I'll have a no trade day or even like a loss is typically when price was bullish, but instead of moving bullish, we moved bearish, you know, and that's going to happen sometimes. Something like this, right? So I either took no trades on that day or maybe I got stopped out on that day. So yeah, I got to follow the bias, and sometimes the bias don't follow the bias, but I'll follow it until it's time to change it. So if this 4-hour candle, ideally if it closes below here, because this right here is sneaky, right? You may think, well, we closed below this range, so we're good to move down, but then you have this area right here. So you got to be careful here where the 4-hour candle can just begin to pop back up. So yeah, don't worry. If your trade is not presented, don't trade. Mind-blowing concept, right?
Literally.
There you go, Louis G. We waited for you, bro. We waited for you. Yeah, because this 4-hour candle's closing in 6 minutes. And if this candle closes with no wick at the bottom, right, and it closes right at the previous support level, right, then there's still a high chance that we're not going to move down and we're actually going to start moving back up, maybe like some 4-hour consolidation or something. I know the daily lows do seem like the target. Like I do agree with that. But we're just so damn bullish. I'm scared to take gold sells. But this looks pretty good now. 4-hour about to break the lows here. So let's see. Big zone here in 6 minutes to get through. Full. Whenever you're scared, just go full margin. It'll either work out really good or What you fear most will happen, and you'll just blow your account. You'll be alright. Just kidding. Just kidding. What's up, Chris? How are you, bro? Do you find the bias in base of previous daily candle or current one? Previous. If no setup, no trade. Wow. I want to be your friend. I like guys like you.
Facts.
First time here. Welcome, Sophia. Welcome in. Welcome to the clubhouse.
Welcome.
Time to level up. Oh yeah, this looks. Look at that 4 hour. Exactly what we anticipated. Insane. NQ should start heating up now, though. Now that the open is out of the way, we should start getting some plays here. Yeah, this candle had no wick, so it's tough. I was in that cell from the top, but you were talking that bull talk. Oh yeah, well that's where you studying the markets really helps, because if one guy's saying one thing and you're thinking another, you can go based off of your experience. You know what I mean? So once you get that experience locked in, you'll never have an issue like that. I know he's on me grind. Yeah, you gotta trust your own analysis, always, especially if you've done the work and you have the data and you understand the probabilities. You gotta trust your own, your own bias. Got out of NQ, that's fine. Yeah, no wick here. No wick. So we'll see how we close up. Is the 150K top step equivalent to forex 150? Which forex company? Because they're all different. But usually the futures, yeah, it's usually not like forex. Yeah, there's a lot of different rules and stuff.
Yeah.
All right,
You're best to check out the websites.
Yeah, I personally don't know all the rules, so I would check out the website.
Yeah. 10 a.m. creeping.
Yeah, good big 4 hour closure here. Wow, look at this. Holy smokes.
Yeah, what a juice box.
Do we have more news? Just yeah, just some small stuff here.
Orange folder.
4 hour closure coming up though. Why am I using XAU on Oanda? I'm not using Oanda. I'm using the futures chart. Yeah, I'm not using that. I used to use Oanda. How to handle greed? You gotta have goals. You gotta know what you're looking for every day. What are you after? Anything after that is pretty much greed. Alright, so we're starting to slow up down here. This is pretty interesting. Price can really go any way at this point. Now, I personally think if we do get closures back above, we're going to see a move up, at least to the top of the range here at 33.40. So I might be looking for that, or if we end up closing below the range and not above it, meaning something like this. Like let's say we go up, but we don't close above. Let's say we close like this, below it, then I'll probably be interested a little bit more in the sells at that point. Yeah, greed, man. Greed's a dangerous thing, because you can say, hey, I'm going to take a buy, right, and take my profit here, but then all of a sudden price gets there and greed kicks in, right? So as you're pushing through here, you get all greedy, you know, and that may help you today, but tomorrow it may not. So you don't want to be too greedy.
Calling Mr. Greedy. Listen in.
Why is my 4-hour close at 10 a.m.? Just my liquidity provider.
What's the plans today, Nick?
The plans? Plans tonight or today?
Today.
Plans today, another gym sesh. I got to go to the bank because I lost my wallet. Got to get new cards. Which one of y'all stole my wallet?
No.
Mwahaha. Lost my wallet for the third time. For the third time.
Damn, bro. How the hell?
Luckily, I use a Coach wallet, and it only costs $40. Some of y'all be paying $450 for your wallets. $1,400 for your wallets. Y'all crazy. I wish I stole your wallet. Oh, I like that. I like that, man.
Little does Nick know I have it.
Hey, I've been checking my accounts, man. I've been checking my accounts.
Man.
It takes a minute, you know. You got multiple accounts. You got to go through them all and check them out. And
I'll let you go get another card, bro. I'll be picky with how I spend it, like my trades. And
all of a sudden, I see Crumble Cookie on my sheet. I'm like, nah. Uncle Joe
like
took my card.
Oh, yeah. If it's Crumble, it's from Joe. If it's the Steakhouse, it's from me.
John has 3 Coach wallets now.
Yo, Nick, check out this
wallet?
new shirt I got.
Yeah, nice shirt, bro. Clean.
Hey,
I got to get myself a tracker. Facts.
I'm just kidding, chap. I would never.
It's very expensive in India. What is? Like, just everything, or? Yeah, if you guys haven't liked the stream, give the stream a like here for me today. If you're not subbed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We had a bunch of trades last week, but this week I think we only had like, what, 2 or 3 in New York?
Yeah.
If you guys want to take more trades with us around the clock, check out the clubhouse, see if it's something that, you know, could interest you and help you, and join us for all the sessions. Possibility of a playbook 3.0? Yes, sir. It's coming soon. Louis G. I can't say that one on YouTube. This 15 on NQ needs to close bearish with the rejection to the top side, and then we take sells. Let's take a look. Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, especially with this candle closing without a wick. Trying to maybe duplicate what we see over here, right? These moves down. Yeah, I'd be interested in that. Yeah, I mean, we're probably gonna need a pullback. So we had a nice bullish move here. So if we are gonna continue up, probably gonna have to get a pullback or something and then move up. Yeah, probably back down towards like 21, even like 30, 31 here. Take it on MNQ. Hold on. Wait, what? What's that? Why didn't I take the sell on gold? I need a break and retest on gold. Yeah, I can't just take the breakout. Plus, I don't like selling when the nearest resistance is way up here. We're too overextended. Plus, we got support right there. It won't fill the gap eventually. Oh, will it fill the gap? Which one, on NQ or gold? NQ? Yeah, for gold, I need like a celery play or at least like a break and retest before I take sells, because we're too far down here now. Right? Raja would be screaming at me, calling me all these unnecessary names and all that if I took this sell here. So I can't let my mentor down, you know? So if we can get the break and retest, I'll look to execute sells right up here. Yeah, and then we should push through. We got clean range coming down. So I can't do it. We're too far from resistance. If I lose this trade, I'll be very upset at myself. You guys got to join the Asian session. Yo, facts. Asian's lit. $60 lots now? Let's do it. Yeah, it's time to turn up. Raja trauma? Yeah. I can't take this sell. If I took a loss here, I would genuinely be upset with myself for taking this sell here. It's just not, it's not my trade. It's not the trade I take. I never take this trade. Maybe back in 2022. But yeah. So if we can get this little support. You know, something small. We don't need anything too crazy because our 4 hour did close bear, right? And then we closed below. I think that's going to be where I'm at. Sells below there. Now I got resistance. I got a fresh breakout. I got clean range to the left. I got volume coming in, and that'll be the sell I'll look for. What up, Spence? My man, how you doing, bro? Good to see you. You dumb or stupid? I don't know, bro. How to link your combines up? You just have to hit copy, go to copy trading in settings, and then link them. I do not really know how your club works, but already 2 days in club, but no trade. Just talking on live. Sorry, I need to understand. Nah, I think in the last 2 days we've already taken 4 winners in the clubhouse. Yeah, five trades, 4 winners, 1 loser in the last 2 days. So I'm not sure which. Yeah, I'm not sure which club you're in.
Asian, London, pre-New York, all took trades today.
Hopefully you're not in the Nick Stew. Woo 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 woo. Nick Steward's club. I didn't hit you up on Discord, trust me. Do you think the 15-minute price action would be suitable? Yeah, I do. I do. Goldie, Goldie. Yeah, I hope he wasn't scammed. There'd be some scammers in the Discord, so you gotta be careful. I would never, ever, ever, once in my life, message you to ask you if you'd like to be in the clubhouse. So keep in mind, gang, there are a lot of fake profiles and all that. So just be careful when it comes to that stuff. Raja suggests 30-minute price action. Yeah, you could take both, but I like 30-minute and 15. Those are usually my go-to for entries. So whichever one presents the opportunity that makes the most sense. So you can, you know, you can move around. I would recommend the 30-minute though. I always recommend 30-minute time frame for beginners. And then as you watch that 30, what's going to happen is there's going to be times where like if the 15-minute time frame's on the left, right, and then the 30's on the right. So there's going to be times where you have like a breakout or something on the 15, but the 30-minute candle's still open, right? So it's still fluctuating. So if you wait on the 30, right, what's going to happen is sometimes you'll wait on the 30 for a closure, and that 30-minute candle will close back above the range. And then you'll go, okay, well, there's no trade now. But if you would have gotten in on the 15, you might have been stopped out there, right? Because something like this could have happened. So, and then there's going to be other times where you're going to wait on the 30, right? 30's over here and 15 broke below, but you're going to wait on that 30 again, and the next 15-minute candle is just going to drive. So while you're waiting for this candle to close, it's just going to be gone. And in that process, right, not in a week or not in 2 weeks, but in, you know, a couple months or whatever, you will begin to dial this in, and you'll begin to find common traits, right, to when it's best to not wait for the 30 and execute on the 15 versus waiting on the 30. But it just takes time. You know, it takes time to figure that out. You're going to have to miss these moves, right, in order to kind of figure out when the 15 goes and when it doesn't. And then, you know, sometimes the waiting on the 30 minutes is going to save you from a loss. So in that process, you'll start to dial that in on what's best. Should I take the 15? Should I take the 30? And trade by trade, you'll be able to figure it all out. Nick 10, Family John 22. Yeah, the clubhouse is printing, man. Clubhouse is printing. We've been calling a lot of good trades here in the clubby. Yeah, the thing is we just have more opportunities to trade. That's it. You know, it's not like we're keeping some secret over there and, you know, only trading over there and not trading over here or trading more over there. It's just that we have much more opportunities to trade. So this is some of the clubhouse here, man. These are today. This is yesterday. A lot of profits yesterday. Some payouts coming in. Yeah. So much green, make your head spin, man. Make your head spin. But this is music to my ears. I love seeing this. I love seeing our traders take advantage of the opportunities and exploit the markets and take the payouts and do what we came here to do. Yeah. It's been good. We do a little PS5. We do a little PS5. Oh, man. Gold coming back? Yeah, we'll see. We got a little some. Yeah, we might. The one thing I really love about the clubhouse is like every trader in there is on the same exact page. So when we take a trade, we all can agree, okay, yeah, this is either a good trade or a crappy trade or whatever it is. And there's no quaking. There's none of that stuff going on in there. So it's a good time. People genuinely ready to learn and grow and understand the moves.
We're usually always agreeing, yep.
Let's go green. Green's keeping it low key. We locked in. Chandra, congrats. Chandra with a big payout. W, congratulations on that. First, or is it the first, or I don't know if it's the first, but it's certainly not the last.
Very nice job.
All right, so we're rejecting here. So we're starting to reject out of the zone. Now, one thing I want to point out here is the 4-hour chart. Did we or did we not? Oh, we did. So we actually did close below that range there. So yeah, I'm open for the break and retest.
Yeah.
But
same.
we need that break and retest. You see this wick right here? This wick will get filled after we retest. So what I mean by that is, remember the candles that I drew? Like maybe something like this, right? Where you get a bullish closure, and then if you can get this bearish one following it, what'll typically happen, and we take this trade all the time, this wick later will get filled. So after that resistance is formed, this is where we can take this onion play to go down and fill that wick. So we'll see if it plays out. It doesn't have to play out for us, but if it does, then that's the trade. Because we need that resistance, right? We have no resistance at all here. The last resistance that we've seen, if we were to execute right here at 3323.1, the last resistance is 190 pips up.
Yeah.
And I don't even consider that a resistance. It's more so like 270 pips up. Boom, 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 boom. Good work, Green. What's up, Sean? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Look forward to seeing you in the clubhouse soon. Congrats on everything. Gaining the knowledge. Let's look at NQ because gold's boring me a bit. Yeah, we need that resistance here. If we can get this resistance to form up, kind of like what you see over here. If we can get that here, I think we got a shot at moving down. But we need this candle right there, that bearish one. We need that guy. Don't make me make any poor trading decisions. I won't, brother. I won't. I'm only here to help you make good decisions.
Yes, sir.
W decision Don. Look forward to seeing you in there, bro. Let's level up together. Anyone who's joined the clubhouse now, just don't hesitate to ask questions. Use me to get rich. I'm literally opening up my life, opening up everything, so you guys can literally use me to get rich. Trust me, I won't take it the wrong way. Use me, use my knowledge, ask me questions. I'm not, Mr. Know-It-All, but I know enough to get you paid and continue to get you paid, right? So just ask really good questions. Study the webinars really, really good. Anyone who studies them, I have no doubt will begin to get paid. No doubt. And the reason I say that is because all the people who I do see studying it and I do see taking it serious, they're getting payouts, right? They're making money. It's not like they're making $300 on a payout. They're making, some of these guys are making 10 grand, 20 grand, 15 grand, 11,000, 10,000. So it's life-changing income.
Yes, sir. Yep. Let's get it done. I'll see you in there, brother.
Sorry for using me. Don't be. That's what a mentor is for. A mentor only mentors because he wants to.
Yep.
Right? Because he knows that he's open to having people use him and his information, and he's willing to do that. You don't find a lot of people that are willing to spill their information out like that. So.
Yeah.
Use me, don't abuse me.
Yep.
I'm also really good at robbing bank. Wait, what? Well, hold on, what? Yeah. Holla at me.
We're robbing the banks every day, chap.
Yeah, mentorship is everything. I'd be nowhere near nowhere near anywhere where I'm at today if I didn't have a mentor in life.
So facts, bro. It's probably one of the most important things on the journey.
Yeah. Oh, 90% off Apex? Damn. Time to stack up on 20 accounts. Send me 1 BTC. All right, send me 2 and then I'll send you 1 back. Always wanted to have a mentor like you. Yeah, man. I can't I can't even stress how important mentorship is. It's probably the most important, especially you know, women like they know a lot, right? Like girls are extremely smart, but men on the other hand, right? They call it mentorship, right? For a reason. And men need other men. Believe it or not, a lot of you guys are too tough to go share your problems or issues with other men, but typically those are the only ones that are going to, you know, give you the proper advice, right? So it's good to have mentorship. It's good to have other people that you can trust and check in with and use to help you stay grounded and help you stay like on track. Boom. First time here. How do we join the fun house? I like that. That's the fun house.
It will change the name.
I dig that. Just hit !funhouse. I mean !clubhouse and it'll be there.
It is pretty fun, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a good time.
It's my internet friends.
It's a good time. All right, can we get a little pullback here? You know what? I mean, honestly, even if we get a closure below here now at this point, right? Ideally, I would love to see a green candle. So if we can get a green candle, I know that's like awkward now. Like, how are we asking for green candles on gold? But yeah, if we can get a little resistance here and then a closure below, look at all that clean range.
Yep.
Did the daily flip yet? No, not yet. That range comes all the way down to the daily flip.
Coming. Honestly, coming.
I don't know. We'll see. We're starting to lose some steam. Notice how once that candle here closed without a bottom wick, the party's starting to, you know, get a little weaker and weaker.
Yeah. Yep.
Is it possible to be a Is it possible to be as a successful trader forward testing only instead of back testing? Well, I've never back tested. At least for the past like 3.5 years. So yeah, I think so. Definitely. Yeah, I think traders back test too much. Way too much.
They should be forward testing. Live testing.
Did I ever feel like I was in a race against time, especially during the struggling times? I tried my best to trust God's plan, bro. I really did. There's something weird about me that times where I should have been not joyful or not happy or not excited at all, I've always found joy. You know, I've always found the light at the end of the tunnel, even in the dark times. So were there times that were very frustrating, I wanted to quit, and of course I wanted to be successful quicker than I was? Yeah, but I've always trusted in the promises in God's word, and you know, did my best to remain optimistic from failure to failure to failure. So I want to say, yeah, you know, it was tough and all that, but I really truly don't see anything like that. I just trust the word, I trust the promises and the plan that's over my life and my ability to go get it. And yeah, so I knew it would happen, I just didn't know when. And that's cool because we don't have to know when. We just have to know it will happen, right? As long as we know it's going to happen, we don't have to know how we're going to do it, when we're going to do it, you know, how all the details to it. We just need to know that we will do it. So as long as you know that it's done deal without a doubt happening, then at that time becomes your friend versus like your enemy where you're racing against it. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're all racing against time in a way.
Yeah. Time is, that's true. And time is low-key a delusion, you know, like that's not even really real. Like it's kind of made up, you know, the months, the clocks all made up. So it's like, we're just existing. So I'm with that too, Nick. Like, who cares about when? Just know that it will happen through the, you know, we're bound to the universal laws, right? So.
Yeah, it's a peace that surpasses all understanding. And there were times where I shouldn't have had any peace at all, but I did because I chose it.
I like that. Live in the now. Facts, DJ.
Yeah, yeah. Trying to join. Where do I find the Discord number? TK Cole. Are you in the Discord?
Morning, TK.
If you guys aren't in our Discord, you could join it. Just hit ! Discord, and you guys can join. There you go. Click your Discord picture to get your Discord name. Perfect. Where's TK? How did we learn to trade? Any books or videos? Yeah, I learned a lot from Raja Banks. You can find a lot of his videos on YouTube. I learned a lot when it comes to this strategy and the way I trade. We don't trade exactly the same, but 85% we're pretty much on the same page. Any books, I would recommend The Forex Mindset by Jared F. Martinez, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, and The Best Loser Wins by... Somebody help me here. Da-da-da-da-da. Who was that again? Guard something?
What's his name? Tindler or something?
I forget. Best Loser Wins, though. It's a good book. Hargard, right? Hargard, something like that.
That was him?
You're not ready to know Raja. Yeah, just stay here. Trust me. Just stick here. You might not be ready to meet Raja yet. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, Tom Hoggard or whatever it is. Hoggart. Yeah, good book. Good book. I actually didn't read that. I read it. I listened to it on audiobook. But I've already, so that's a mentality book, more so like a technical book, and I already have that mentality. I understand the best loser wins. Like going back to Norbin's question, like, did you feel like, it was a race against time and it was struggling? I understood that winners fail their way to success. They always fail forward. So anytime I ran into failure, things like that, I always look to fail forward. I always look to learn the lesson in the failure and then just keep it moving. So yeah, when you develop that perspective of the glass is half full and everything, life tends to give you a couple lucky breaks. Say it with me, Hugard. Has a stream trading mainly London? Yeah, we trade London on the live stream. Yep, every day. Raja might yell at you. Yeah, Raja's awesome. He's if you guys are gonna watch any, so I would never recommend like jumping from trader to trader or system to system. But if you're gonna watch me and like learn this style here, the only other trader I would recommend watching is Raja. Not that other traders aren't great, because they are. They just don't do this, right? They don't do it this way. You met Raja? Yeah, he is a great guy. He really is. He's always been there, always answered my questions anytime I reached out. Holy smokes, Gold. Are we going to fake out and move back up here? Let's get it.
You still like the bus?
Yeah, Don, you definitely, you need to get Discord. Yep. So just download Discord and then email us at the if you can't contact us, email us at info@timetoeattrading.com, and then we'll set you up. $500 people have not liked the stream. Give the stream a like here for me. 500
like
people.
It on chat.
Okay, we closed right below, so that's actually a good sign here for our selling opportunity. So if we can get a resistance now at this point, then there may be some opportunity. If not, just wait on the 1 hour closure here. I'll stick around for a little bit longer, see if we can get something here, but yeah, we closed right below and that's support, which is good. If we're looking for a bearish move here on the 4 hour, then it's fine.
Looking like 30 and 15 look good, but looking at the 1 hour and 4 hour, it looks like we can come down, honestly.
Yeah. There's a few things going on here, though. There's some problems, right? We got some sketchiness going on here. We got all these zones. Yeah, it's fine, but you don't want to jump at something randomly here.
Yeah. Yeah. And 4 hour candle is closing bearish now, too, so.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely an hourly Fibonacci, right? This has got to be the 50% level, maybe even 61.8. Where is that Fibonacci? Oh, snap. Yeah, 61.8. Let's see, what did NQ do? No resistance yet. Nothing. Yeah, I think I'm going to catch NQ sells though this afternoon. The Fibby. Let's see. It looks like the LGBTQ Ultra HD TV Fibonacci. Yo, what? Oh, man. It kind of does look like it, especially with all those colors on it. Why am I changing the bias? Because the 4 hour candle closed bearish. So now the 4 hour candle's bearish and the daily's bearish. Yeah, you see? So 4 hour candle end up closing bearish, right? Closed below the range here too. So we are pushing up to maybe make a top wick now, but earlier my bias was bullish simply because the previous 4 hour candle was bullish, right? So while this candle was open, I was expecting maybe a lower wick and then for us to move up. But we didn't do that, right? We closed bearish here. So we closed bearish. We also closed below this support and that support. So that kind of flips my bias a little bit to the fact if we can create resistance now somewhere on this 4 hour candle, we could head down, flip bearish, break the lows and continue driving. Now the issue comes is on the lower time frame, you got some problems here, right? So you got problems here, right? With this support level right there. And now you've got this range that you're potentially going to get caught up in. So we'll see. You know, gold might come back in this range and just start to consolidate. So yeah. Yeah, I might have to call it here because not much happening. This will probably be the best. This candle can close weak or whatever, and the next one close below the range. Now you got all that clean range down here. So ideally, this would be money. If we can participate in this zone here, that'd be great. The Fib? Yeah, the Fib works. The Fibonacci works. I just don't need to work it anymore because I know where it's at. So just by looking at this, I could have told you that was 50%, 61.8, something like that. I used the Fib for 2 years. 2 whole years. You could play my new song as the outro. Oh, where is it again? Damn, I forgot to listen to it, but I trust you. Can you chat? Can we trust Hero of the Day? Later, inspire your soul. Peace, peace, peace. I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to listen to it. I'll play it on the outro. Where in Discord? Oh, wait, you send me a message, right? Aha. Clubhouse journey. All right, bet. All right, look, let me give you guys my game plan for the rest of the afternoon here. So pretty much we did close bearish like I was just mentioning on the 4-hour chart here. So now you got a daily previous daily bearish candle, previous 4-hour bearish candle. This here could be price making a top wick, and then I think if we can kind of remain below this 33.30 zone, then we're good. The best sells are clearly going to be below this support. So if you do take sells here, I would go break even at this point just because you can get caught up in that zone there. If you're going to wait for the closure below, I think you're super clean coming down into these levels here, like 3,300. So that would probably be my plan for the day on gold. And the buys would work good as well, but you're going to need now the opposite of what we were looking for. So unfortunately, midway through our session, our buy is flipped, and now, you know, we need to wait for the range too on the buy. So unfortunately, that's the case, but you got to follow price action if you want to win consistently. So that's my plan here. I don't really, I'm not too into the buys at this point. Yeah, I'm not too into the buys at all here. So just sells for me to either fill that wick or fill that range. And then the NASDAQ, I will probably trade the NQ here a little bit later on today. Yeah, so you got this range here. Anything above that range is bullish in my opinion, but if you can start getting closures back below, like even if you can get this, boom, and then this, a new support formed, and then a closure below that support will be magnificent here. Yeah, something like that, and I will go ahead and execute on these sells. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, I wouldn't take buys on NQ. We're just too high. And gold at this point, both previous candles on the higher time frame are bearish. So I'd probably just stick with that. You know, I'm already up good today, and no need to force anything. All right. Until tomorrow, my friends, good day. No trade day here for us in the New York session, but we did catch one in Asian. We did catch one in New York. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the hat trick together, but there's always tomorrow. All right. Johnny Gems, appreciate you, brother. Hope you have a great day. Maybe I'll see you later.
Yes, sir. I'll see you later. Chat, hope you guys have a good day. Talk to you guys later. See you in Asian.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Cool.
See you, Nick.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
The Clubhouse Anthemer, the Clubhouse Journey song is coming on. So enjoy it. I hope y'all have a wonderful... I don't even know what to expect out of this song. So, yeah, hopefully it's a good one. All right. Love y'all. Hope you guys have a great day. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace, friends. Peace. Oh, okay. I like it already.
Well, the sun is
Holla.
rising.
Peace.
Markets come alive. And time to eat trading. We're gearing to thrive. Charts spread out before us like fields of gold. In the clubhouse, stories start to unfold. Coffee in our hands, plans in our minds. Every trade we make, we're beating the lines. From the rooster's crow to the setting sun, together we ride, our journey's begun. Step into the clubhouse where dreams take flight. Together we're reaching for that 8-figure high. Feel the winds of success under open skies. With the clubhouse vibe, watch our stars arise. Side by side we travel stronger than before. Through every twist and turn we come back for more. Let the fire inside us be our faithful guide. In this clubhouse journey we take it in stride. From the greenhorn traders to the seasoned kind, we share our tales and tips, leave no one behind. Webinars by lamplight, wisdom flows like a stream. In this band of brothers, we live the dream. Mindset sharpened like a whittled oak. In the clubhouse circle, Words ain't just smoke. Every lesson learned is a seed we sow, building up a future where the good times flow. Step into the clubhouse where dreams take flight. Together we're reaching for that 8-figure high. Feel the winds of success under open skies. With the clubhouse vibe, watch our stars arise. Side by side we travel stronger than before. Through every storm we face, we weather and soar. Let the fire inside us be our faithful guide. In this clubhouse journey, we take it in stride. Beyond the numbers and the dollar signs, it's the growth within where the true gold shines. From every land and shore we gather as one. Under the same sky, our journey's begun. Yeah. Step into the clubhouse where dreams take flight. Oh yeah. Together we're reaching for that 8-figure high. Feel the winds of success under open skies. With the clubhouse vibe, watch our stars arise. Side by side we travel stronger than before. Through every mountain pass we seek and explore. Let the fire inside us be our faithful guide. In this clubhouse journey, we take it in stride. So let's gather round, the session's set to start. It's time to eat trading, trading from the heart. The road goes on, together we'll ascend. In the clubhouse story, where the song don't end. Where the song don't end.
Daddy, you sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Come on. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, whoa, last time I checked, I'm still hot, real hot. Kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cos, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah,
Last time I checked, I still that guy that did it on my own. Stay independent. For you to get what I'm getting, it would probably take a village.
just give me a minute, turn a snippet to a hit. And now they all want a percentage, but I'm only paying visits,
Big dog, hit him with thick thumbs and a quick draw.
Pit boss, if they ain't playing, they getting kicked off.
Jigsaw, I got him puzzled, got him a bit lost.
It's a feeding frenzy, I put the beat in a pig trough.
Got it on lock, got the password.
Type of thing you couldn't manufacture.
10,000 hours, got it mastered. Can't you see the patterns?
Last time I checked, I'm still hot, real hot. Kept it dope without a pill pop.
Bill Cos,
Steady climbing to the hilltop.
tip top,
Did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah,
Last time I checked, I still hot,
real hot.
kept it dope without a